Arizona, and welcome to this episode of Valley of the Sun Real Estate Show. As I turn down the music there, thank you for listening to this podcast over all the other podcasts that are out there. I really do appreciate that. If you're listening to this on iTunes, please write that review, as it is one of the only ways that I have to help improve the show. And if you want to reach out to the show, you can always do so by visiting my webpage at www.valleyofthesunrealestateshow.com. From there, connect with me on any social media platform. Would love to hear from you. So go ahead and do it. All right. So with that being said, I want to jump right into today's topic. And I'm sorry I'm a little flustered. Got a lot of things going on here. Been doing a lot of different things. So I apologize about the podcast, skipping a couple weeks there. So I'm back at it here, and we're going to get right back into it here. Okay, so today's topic, I'm going to give you 5 tips here that will help alleviate some of the stress in getting a mortgage. You know, I've gone through, I've had a couple clients here as of recent who are very stressed out about purchasing a home. And there's no doubt that purchasing a home can be very, very stressful. So I want to give some tips here, some advice. We're not going to eliminate the stress at all. Completely from the process, unfortunately. I wish that we could, but it's never going to be eliminated completely. But I want to give some tips here to you to help maybe alleviate some of that stress. So the number one thing is know your budget. And I can't stress this enough. Get to know your budget. You will be surprised at how a lender will actually approve you for more than what you're actually comfortable with. So you're the only one who truly knows your budget. This holds true also for real estate agents. Real estate agents will also maybe put a home in front of you that maybe is a little bit bigger or has a little bit bigger backyard, and it's just not really in your budget. But there's that temptation there to go above and beyond your budget. So know your budget and stick to that budget. Very important to stick to that budget, because at the end of the day, after the dust settles, you're the one who's going to be making that mortgage payment, not the realtor and certainly not the lender. So just stick to that, know your budget. Number 2 here is plan for the unexpected. There's always going to be things that come up throughout the process, not only in the home buying process itself, but also when you're vacating from a rental or maybe a home that you're selling and moving into a new home. When you try to transition from whatever it is that you're doing now, that being renting or owning a home, there's things that you may have to take care of there. Loose ends you may have to take care of. Certainly if you're renting, you may have to make sure the property's clean. You may need to make sure that there's no tears in the carpet, or whatever the case may be. There's all kinds of things that can come up. So you want to plan for those unexpected things. The last thing you want is your landlord, as you're vacating the property and you're doing your walkthrough to go move into your new home, not give you your earnest money back or your deposit on the rental. And so you're maybe counting on that money as part of your moving money into the new home. So that's something that certainly is unexpected, and you got to plan for that. So just make sure, and then not to mention in the mortgage process itself or the home buying process itself, there's a lot of variables when purchasing a home. You've got a lot of different people involved. You've got sellers involved. You've got title companies involved, realtors, both your realtor and a selling realtor. You've got lenders, and within the lenders, you've got underwriting. You've got all kinds of different variables that, because there's so many different people involved, there's going to be things that are going to come up. So plan for that unexpected, and don't let that unexpected ruin your day. If you're with a good lender and a good realtor, they will walk you through that process and let you know your alternatives if something were to come up that's unexpected. So just be prepared for that. Know that something's going to happen and to plan for it accordingly. Okay, number 3 here is learn the process. Now, when I talk about learn the process, I'm not talking about you need to become an expert realtor or an expert lender or an expert title company. Not saying that whatsoever, but you do need to familiarize yourself with the process so that the unexpected doesn't catch you off guard, right? So learn that process. What's it take to make an offer? What's it take to get pre-qualified? What is a title company? What is their role in the whole process? What is the appraiser's process? Appraiser's role in the process? Learn the entire process. And by learning this entire process, you're going to figure out and learn the time frames to be expected. Because I can't tell you how many times I talk to buyers who think that they put an offer on the home and they're going to close on the home maybe 2 weeks later. And it's just not that simple. So make sure that you learn the process, have the right expectation both for your realtor and your lender when learning this process, so that you, again, don't have the unexpected come up. Now, number 4 here in this process is shop around. Take the time to shop around not only your lender, but also your realtor. And I can't stress this enough. I've done prior podcasts on this about questions to ask your lender or questions to ask your realtor. When you're doing this, not only do you want to shop around for a mortgage. I just had a client 2 weeks ago who I went through the process with them and gave them all the information that's available to them, all the different programs that are available to them, and they were very appreciative of that. A lot of lenders don't take the time to do that. So you want to shop around to get the lender that's going to best suit your particular needs. And that goes for the realtor as well. Real estate agents a lot of times will just say, hey, what kind of house do you want? Okay, 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Okay, done. Here you go. Where there might be a 5-bedroom that might suit your needs. There might be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath that suits your needs. So you want to make sure that you shop around to get the person who's going to best represent you, not only in the real estate transaction, but also in the mortgage transaction. Very, very important, because those people are the ones who are going to be helping you and not working against you. Too many times I see, everybody wants to pass blame on the lender or the realtor or the title company or the appraiser, or, whatever the case may be, other than themselves. They don't want to take responsibility for their own actions. And so you want to get a team around you that's going to be best for you and your particular situation. Investors have different needs than somebody who's buying a retirement home. And so you don't want a realtor necessarily who's all about the investment. You want somebody who understands your long-term goal. And the same thing for a mortgage person in that scenario. So the last tip here, tip number 5, this really hits home with me, as a matter of fact, and that is know your lender. Get to know the lending process. Get to know what it is that makes that lender unique, why you should do business with that lender. What is it that lender is going to offer you that other lenders aren't? Is it service? Is it a better interest rate? What is it about that lender that makes them unique to your situation? And a lot of people say it's cookie cutter. There's a lot of generic type of loans out there. This is true. There are a lot of generic loans out there, no question about it. But again, if your lender's not going to go through the entire process with you and really walk you through that process, then you really got to question whether or not you should be working with that lender. The lender's just going to tell you what you want to hear, and this goes for the realtor as well. But if the lender's going to tell you what you want to hear, I'm always suspect of those. Anytime I talk to somebody and I'm in a position where I'm getting ready to buy something and somebody's trying to sell me something and they're telling me what I want to hear, I'm usually going somewhere else. That's just me. But for you, if you feel the same way I do, get to know your lender, get to know their experience. Don't be afraid to ask them, how many years have you been doing this? Been in this line of work? How are you compensated? What is it about you that would lead me to do business with you or allow you the opportunity to represent me to get the best mortgage? Don't be afraid to ask those questions to your loan officer. And a good loan officer is going to appreciate those questions. No question about it. Didn't mean to say question with question, but no question about the lender's going to appreciate you asking those types of questions. So there you have it. Those are the 5 tips that I can give you to help you alleviate some of the stress in purchasing a home. I know it's very, very stressful, and nobody wants to see anybody go through a lot of stress when purchasing a home. It's really the time that you have to get a piece of the American dream. It's a big part of your life, and it should be a happy time, not a stressful time. So hopefully those help you in your stress level when shopping for a mortgage. And I know this was a little bit of a short podcast, but I wanted to get this out there. I've been doing some other things, some live streaming and some other writing an article for a real estate magazine. So I've been doing some other things. So I apologize about the delay in getting these out there. I will get back to a more regular basis. I do promise you that. So, because I really do enjoy it. And again, as always, you can visit my website at www.valleyofthesunrealestateshow.com. From there, connect with me on any social media platform, or at least the ones that I'm on. And if you're listening to this on iTunes, please write that review, as it is one of the only ways that I have to help improve the show. So until next time, happy house hunting, and I hope to see you out there very soon. Take care. Mortgage banking license 1796. Mortgage banking license 220798. Equal credit opportunity lender. Sound effects provided by soundj.com.